Ariana Grande might be stirring up some fresh drama, and this time, it could spell the end of her marriage. This isn't just another random stan Twitter conspiracy. There's talk, screenshots, fan theories, and even leaked blind items pointing to her allegedly cheating again. And let me tell you, Ethan Slater seems to be going through it. The Broadway star has reportedly gone from her devoted defender to a heartbroken husband. Word on the street is he's packed his bags and is cutting ties with their shared circle of friends. Fans are already labeling this whole situation as karma. Let's break it all down step by step, because this really is a wild ride you won't want to skip. Let's rewind to January, when the first blind item popped up. Rumors were flying that Ariana was already over Ethan, and honestly, it wasn't exactly a shock to anyone, except Ethan himself. Apparently, she was pulling away, and insiders claimed Ethan was the one desperately trying to keep up appearances. He was reportedly pushing for public outings to prove they were still solid. I mean, ouch. Can you imagine being the one putting in all the effort while the other person is clearly checked out? Even people close to the couple were predicting things would fall apart. It's no surprise fans were dissecting every little detail and filling in the gaps with their own theories. But let's be real, tabloids and social media often take things out of context, so who knows what's actually true? Still, the whispers were growing louder. Fast forward to the SAG Awards. Here's where the drama takes a juicy turn. Ariana apparently vanished for almost an hour, leaving everyone, including Ethan, scrambling to find her. When she finally showed up again, rumors started swirling about who she might have been with during her little disappearing act. There were a couple of names being thrown around, but no one could confirm exactly what went down. Suspicious, right? Then February hit, and it seemed like Ariana was on a non-stop tour. New day, new city, and, yep, more mysterious disappearances. Here's the wild part. Rumors are swirling that Ariana might have been involved with Paul Mescal. Yep, that Paul Mescal, who's been turning heads lately. Whether Ethan knew about it or not, we can't say for sure, but if these whispers are accurate, it wouldn't be the first time Ariana found herself wrapped up in a whirlwind romance while allegedly still tied to someone else. This makes it seem like she wasn't just emotionally checked out, she might have been physically involved with someone else too. And then, here's what really sent the internet into overdrive. Gracie Abrams supposedly got involved. Word is she was convinced Ariana and Paul had something going on while Ariana was still with Ethan. Can you believe it? A Nepo baby throwing shade at Ariana, now that's a twist. Let's rewind for a second to the last time Ariana and Ethan were spotted together publicly, the 2025 Oscars. They were all smiles and compliments, acting like everything was perfect. But people were already raising eyebrows, wondering if that would be their final big appearance as a couple. Spoiler alert, it looks like it was. The headline from that night? Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater share sweet moment at Oscars 2025 after gushing over each other on the red carpet. Cute, right? But we all know what happens when those public appearances suddenly stop. Not long ago, Ethan was gushing about how magical it was to hear Ariana and Cynthia sing together, talking about how beautifully their voices blend and how much of a privilege it's been to witness that throughout everything. Ariana even chimed in, saying his support had been a gift as well. Sounds sweet on the surface, but now we're left wondering, was Ariana already mentally out of the relationship long before any of this came to light? Was she simply waiting for the right moment to move on? Or was this relationship destined to implode, and she was just keeping up appearances for the public? It's no wonder fans are connecting the dots and analyzing the timeline. But here's where it gets even messier. If there's any truth to the Paul Mescal rumors, then what does that mean for her divorce from Dalton? Stick around, because we're about to dive into that next. Remember when everyone thought Ariana's divorce back in 2023 was super classy? Oh, they're on good terms. No drama here. But plot twist, she didn't actually file for divorce until months later, in February. So, why the delay? For a couple that was supposedly drama-free, that's a pretty long wait. Suspicious, right? Hope you didn't get too invested in the picture-perfect narrative because things get messier. Let's talk about Dalton. Did he know about Ariana's rumored fling with Ethan before she finally filed? It's possible. Why else would she reportedly spend over $1 million to settle things and get him to sign a non-disclosure agreement? Feels like there's something big being kept under wraps. Was Dalton threatening to spill the tea? The math isn't matching, and people are noticing. One commenter even put it bluntly, she paid him over $1 million and made him sign an NDA. Of course she cheated. She's always been a cheater. Oof. And then there's that song, We Can't Be Friends. You know the one. It had the internet side-eyeing her hard. Ariana framed it as this empowering anthem about boundaries and self-love, but fans weren't buying it. One person said, is this song for her fans or her ex-husband? She says, "I'll wait for your love and wait until you like me again." If it's about Dalton, yikes. It's giving breakup ballad energy, more Selena Gomez style than a love letter to her fanbase. Now, let's get into how Ethan Slater even became part of the story. The timeline here is a mess. Ariana and Ethan met while filming Wicked, and sparks apparently started flying. But here's the kicker, Ethan was still married to Lily J at the time. The real drama? Rumor has it Lily had no clue about what was going on behind the scenes. Once she found out, fans started digging, and old receipts started surfacing. And that's when things got really messy. Back in 2014, a fan reminded everyone that Big Sean's ex, Naya Rivera, accused Ariana Grande of being the reason their relationship fell apart. So, are we shocked? Honestly, not really. Ariana's love life has always been surrounded by drama. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. She dated Jai Brooks, but rumors claimed she cheated on him with Nathan Sykes. Then came Mac Miller. Shortly after their breakup, she was linked to Pete Davidson, literally within a week. And let's not forget, Pete had just split from Cassie David when Ariana entered the picture. Not exactly subtle. After Mac's tragic passing, Ariana was already engaged to Pete not long after. It's a pattern, she seems to jump from relationship to relationship without much downtime. So, how long did she wait before getting involved with Ethan? Less than a year, right? We've seen the overlapping timelines, the mysterious rumors, the cryptic song lyrics, and her history of moving fast in relationships. Yet people still defend her, almost like she's always the victim. To be fair, Ariana has opened up about her struggles with anxiety, PTSD, and mental health issues. Many fans grew up admiring her as a strong figure who overcame heartbreak and challenges. As one fan put it, Ari is human and imperfect, but she's always been a role model for mental health and resilience. That's a valid point. Her post-Sweetener era was all about healing, self-love, and survival. But now people are asking, are these repeated relationship controversies just bad luck, or is there a pattern we've been ignoring? Things got even deeper when another fan pointed out that while Ariana may not have cheated on her own partners, she has allegedly been involved as the other woman more than once. Could all of these situations really be a coincidence? Maybe it happened once without her knowing, but multiple times? That sounds like a trend. So, is she being manipulated, or is she knowingly stepping into the role of the other woman? It's definitely something to think about. The layers to this story are wild. Another user chimed in with a take that completely gripped the internet. This wasn't just your average gossip, it felt more like a deep therapy session. A fan openly confessed that she used to be a serial cheater and even admitted she couldn't stand Ariana in the past. But now, she calls herself a reformed Ariana hater. She explained that she'd stay in relationships she no longer wanted just to avoid being alone. Instead of facing the discomfort of breaking things off, she'd cheat, almost hoping to get caught so the other person would end it for her. Crazy, right? When you line that up with Ariana's relationship history, there are definitely some parallels. With Mac, she moved on to Pete within weeks. After the drama with Pete and the cancelled engagement, she didn't skip a beat before linking up with Dalton. And now with Ethan, she's reportedly been emotionally checked out since January and is already rumored to be involved with other men. That fan could be onto something with their theory about Ariana's relationships. They suggested that Ariana might subconsciously use cheating as an escape route, not to intentionally hurt anyone, but because she's afraid of being the one to end things directly. Honestly, that perspective is way deeper than anyone expected from a random gossip thread. So, here's the real question. Does Ariana understand loyalty? Is she just repeating the same patterns of relationship drama over and over? Or is this situation with Ethan finally the end of the road? Let's be honest, fans are watching every move, and they're absolutely shaken. Is she tangled up in another messy love triangle, or is her chapter with Ethan officially closed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's break down this entire situation together. And don't forget to smash that like button if you're as shocked as we are by all of this. Make sure to subscribe, too, because trust me, there's always more drama on the horizon.